Hey guys, Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay, and we're checking out a game called True Skate. Now, here we are with the tutorial. So what you're going to be doing here is basically you're going to be swiping your screen up, down, left, and right to move your skateboard. So now, basically, we're starting off with the start of learning how to skateboard is like pushing off your feet. And there's the first completed mission. So you're going to be swiping on your right side, swiping on your right side to start moving forward. So next up, what we're going to be doing is steering, as it's going to show up here. So this game is pretty much like a simulation, in a sense, rather than like arcadey Tony Hawk like type of skateboarding game. So you're going to be dealing with pretty much real physics. You're not going to go into a ramp and jump super high and do like 3 or 4, 5, 7 tricks, and then and do like 360 to like 720 spins at the same time. So you're dealing with real life skateboarding like physics stuff. So this is what you're doing. So yeah, you're steering from the board to left and right. Now we're going to be doing ollie, and funny enough that I did not read these instructions on how to do an ollie, because at some point, or as we're going to come up, it took a good while to do an ollie. So we're going to be fast forwarding this part, as it clearly states. You do the jump from the bottom of your board, and then tap the top of your board to rebalance yourself. So now we're fast forwarding because I had no idea how to do this. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I got two ollies, but I didn't know how I did them. So this is a little bit of my we're fast forwarding, and yeah, I was trying to figure it out, but I just went back, tried it all over again, how to do it, and it's like, oh, okay. So I got it now. So seeing how we're in like the skate park, I'm trying to have like enough like room to be able to do an ollie. Pedaling, and then trying to get the jump was a little bit difficult, and I'm doing different types of tricks. So again, you are flicking the bottom of your board and then pressing the top, but what I still missed that part because I'm just trying to rebalance the board because I'm flicking upwards as well. So all you have to do is just press the top of the board after you flick the bottom, after you get that jump. I'm like, okay, then I got it. Got one more to go, and that's not it. At some point I get stuck on like walls and stuff, and I'm trying to steer out of the way. There it is. Now pop shove it. As I'm reading the instructions this time, you're doing the same thing. You're flicking the bottom of the board, and then you're kind of swiping to the right on the bottom of the board so it can do like a spin, like a sideways spin. And that's what it is. A pop shove it is. Clearly, I have knowledge of skateboarding, as you can tell from me describing or trying to do this video. But anyways, yeah, just that's what you're doing. You're flicking the bottom of the board, and then you're swiping the bottom of the board once you're up in the air in this game. So this is basically the tutorial is basically prepping you for the amount of options that's going to be showing up in a little bit of doing like competitions and like different types of game modes and stuff. And the pretty cool thing is that True Skate actually kind of follows real skateboarding like news in a sense. So I think like when I was looking through the menus, like there was like news feeds of like I guess like the latest competition or the latest like the popular skateboarder at the time right now. Kickflip. Now you are doing the same thing, flicking the bottom of the screen, bottom of the board, and swiping the top of the board. At least as I was getting it. That's not it. Try it again. Nope. That's an ollie. There it is. Not it. Do too much, you do another trick. That's what I'm learning as I play this game. Hard flip. So again, trying to get out of trying to get into like getting out of like areas where there's a wall, or I can't really move. You're using both of your fingers to start moving and stuff. Hard flip, melon grab. So at this point, I'm having a little difficulty. Just one, having enough room to do it, but two, where to swipe on the board. Because you swipe differently in a different part of the board, then you're doing something else, as I'm learning. So even though I did a kickflip there, it didn't count, which sucks. There, that's one. That's a good one, actually. But I'm in an area where there's a lot of ramps and stuff like that, so I'm trying to find like straightaways, and trying to rebalance the board is another issue for me, since I'm not familiar. I haven't played a kind of skateboarding game since Tony Hawk Underground 1. I think Tony Hawk Underground 1 was the last skateboarding game that I played. So I'm gonna try this in the pool area. Heel flip, not so much. Try again. There you go. So now we're gonna be looking at the news. When Chicago, I guess this is basically real life, skateboard competition news. And you get other news stuff here as well. But that's pretty cool. I like that. It's about the scene of skateboarding. And, if it's something you're interested in taking a look at, and you like this game, sort of, then, yeah, it's kind of like like an opening door towards that world, right? So I'm checking out the options here, and you can do basically replays of, what you can do. You can save it and save your video and share it. Or, I'm sorry, not save it, but share your videos. Or like maybe like some crazy thing you did on on a tricking line or something. You can challenge friends, go to skateparks, and then there's types of missions. So I was just looking at that. And then we're going to transition over to the next part. And then we're going to try out some missions. First off, I think we're going to do Street League scoring. Kind of a competition. So basically you're going to have a certain number of time, and you're going to do as many completed tricks as possible to get like the gold. So as you get more familiar with this game and familiar with this park especially, then you can think of some good tricking lines and go for the gold basically. So I'm looking at the grinding areas and where I can come from and all that stuff. But again, we're dealing with real life skateboarding physics, not Tony Hawk physics, because there's a difference there. Can't even rebalance my board properly. Alright, we're in the pool area. See what we're going to be doing. And getting out of there. Doing a lot of ollies, because now I know how to do them. I'm trying to grind. There you go. There you go. Dark side. And I got the gold. Not simple, but I luckily got the gold. Now we're back into like a free mode. And at the top, it says line ended. So like once you get started on a trick and then it becomes like a line, or you go from like one area to the next, or one transition to the next, you end up making a tricking line. And now we're playing follow the leader. And the steering, I'm not used to at this point. I'm not used to the steering. So it's telling me to follow the leader. This ghost board here is going to go in a specific place, and I go the wrong way. And I'm going to be doing this for a good little bit, because the steering goes one way, and then it becomes goes another way, and it threw me off. So I did a bunch of times trying to make sure I got the steering properly, because I'm turning on the bottom of my board, and I'm not sure if that's why, because I'm manual. I think because I'm manualing instead of like just steering what it was showing me in the beginning of the video. So I was just gonna go slowly, right? Because I probably would have got this done faster. Mission failed. Let's try that again. Yeah, as I'm seeing here, that's where the steering is throwing me off, is because I'm manualing rather than steering. All right, not too bad here. Oh, and then I messed up. Yep. Try that again. Again, these controls get some time to get used to, so you're not going to get everything right away. But be sure to read the instructions, as I have failed to do so at some areas. I got it. There you go. There it is. So that's True Skate. Let me know what you guys think. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitch and Twitter, and you guys know where to go. And we'll see you guys next time for the next intro to mobile games. Take care, guys. Peace.